Can Boston overcome major setbacks against the Warriors? The Boston Celtics are gearing up for a critical showdown against the Golden State Warriors on Monday. But will they have enough firepower to take down the defending champions, the Celtics? Injury report has been a roller coaster, and as the team tries to bounce back from a crushing loss to the Hawks, all eyes are on the two key players who will miss this game, Kristaps Porzingis and Al Horford. But wait, there's more. What does this mean for the Celtics' chances? And is it possible that this game could turn into a disastrous blow for their already shaky momentum? The Celtics' season has been filled with uncertainty, and the injury list isn't helping matters. Jayson Tatum is undoubtedly one of the NBA's top talents, but if we take a closer look, we can see that, at times, he seems more focused on maintaining his superstar image than on achieving actual results on the court. The pressure to remain a public figure and an icon for the Celtics is enormous, and perhaps this is affecting his focus during games. In critical moments, he has shown inconsistent behavior, as if the weight of responsibility is much heavier on him than it should be. Sure, Tatum excels in individual scoring and is good at carrying the team on his back at times, but is he truly doing everything necessary to be a leader and not just a marketing figure? Let's consider how he reacted after the loss to the Hawks. Tatum was visibly frustrated, but instead of having the mindset of someone who seeks to redeem his team with a dominating performance, he seemed more concerned with the criticism of his own image. Why, if he is the player everyone trusts to save the team, this lack of explosiveness in moments of adversity, is it possible that the media presence and superstar status weigh more heavily than the actual pursuit of a win? Tatum needs to ask himself, am I playing for the team and the victory, or for myself and my legacy? For the Celtics, this question could be decisive because to lead a team toward championships, the mentality must be one of collectivity, not stardom. The Celtics franchise is one of the most storied in the NBA, with 17 championships and a rich history. However, what we see today seems to contrast sharply with that great tradition. Instead of building a team that truly has a chance to win more championships, Boston seems increasingly focused on building its image. Jayson Tatum is the star, Al Horford is a reference, and Porzingis was brought in as the big reinforcement. But with so many stars and million-dollar contracts, is this really translating into winning chemistry on the court? Or has Boston, in practice, become just another marketing machine, trying to sell its image every season without a clear long-term vision for titles? Why have the Celtics, with all this star power, been failing so often? The team has more than one superstar, yet still struggles to stand out in the most decisive phases of the season. And what stands out most are the contracts, jersey sales, and marketing surrounding the franchise. Instead of maintaining the tradition of being a team that plays for the collective, the Celtics seem more interested in selling their name. In moments of pressure, it's marketing and promotions that prevail, while results on the court remain scarce. The big question is Boston really interested in being genuinely competitive, or just in selling an image of success that, in practice, doesn't reflect the team's performance? Kristaps Porzingis' arrival at the Celtics was seen as a huge signing, with many expecting him to be the player who would provide the necessary balance to the team. But if we're honest, has he really been a good choice? He has an impressive individual game, but what he has shown in recent games has been more about injuries than moments of brilliance. In his debut season, the Celtics can't find consistency with his presence, and once again, the team finds itself relying on a player who can't guarantee his physical health all the time. Porzingis brings many expectations, but also a lot of risks. His health is a constant concern, and his paint game, while impressive, hasn't been enough to place the Celtics in a position of strength. Instead of solving the problem of inconsistency in the rotation, he ends up making the team even more unpredictable. When he's on the court, the team does seem stronger, but those gaps in his absence are what worries most. Is he really the man who will take Boston back to the top? Or is he just occupying space that could be better filled by a player more adaptable to the Celtics' collective style? Stephen Curry is undoubtedly one of the greatest players of all time, but it's time to start questioning whether he is truly essential for the Warriors' success. Sure, Curry changes the team's dynamics, but is his presence on the court as decisive as everyone believes? Modern-day NBA is much more than just one player, and the Warriors have proven this on several occasions. They've managed impressive wins without Curry, and under certain circumstances, the team even functions more cohesively without him. The Warriors have an excellent rotation, a game plan fine-tuned by Steve Kerr, and players like Klay Thompson and Jordan Poole who can shine without the ball in Curry's hands. Often, Curry becomes the focus of all attention, and this opens up space for other pieces, like Poole, to stand out more. Could the Warriors then have more freedom to move and more creativity without depending so much on Curry? The team could, in this case, become more unpredictable for their opponents and less dependent on a single star. Draymond Green is considered the heart of the Warriors by many, but is he really an indispensable piece? Over the years, Green has been the subject of many discussions, not only for his defensive game but also for his tendency to commit silly fouls, provoke opponents, and create distractions for the team. When he's not on the court, the Warriors play more fluidly and without those emotional interruptions. Is Green really helping or hindering? The truth is that without Green, the Warriors may have more freedom to play without the constant need for someone to control the aggression on the court. Klay Thompson and Stephen Curry have already proven that without Green's presence, they can shine in their offensive essence. The collective game may flow more naturally without the need for Green to always be in the spotlight, whether to make a brilliant defense or to spark a controversy. Green can be useful, but in many moments, he seems to be more of a risk for the team than a positive asset. Will the Celtics overcome their road struggles? Boston's performance on the road has been less than stellar, with losses to the Warriors in 2 of their last regular season games at Chase Center, including a devastating overtime loss last year. Is this the time for revenge, or will the Celtics' tired legs after a brutal stretch of games give the Warriors an edge? The stakes are high, and the Celtics' road trip, which already includes 3 losses in their last 5 games, could go from bad to worse in San Francisco, with the likes of Tatum and Brown expected to log heavy minutes once again. Will their fatigue be their downfall? Now, it's your turn to give your opinion. Do the Celtics really have what it takes to get back to the top of the NBA? Or are they more interested in maintaining their image and selling products than in securing victories? And the Warriors, without Curry and Green, will they be stronger or weaker? Comment below and share your thoughts. Hey Celtics fanatics, what do you think of this news? Leave your opinion in the comments, as it's highly valued.